Close. I think we're just waiting for Lacey, so let's give her just a minute and then we will get started. And Lacey will join when she can join us. So let me call the meeting to order. And we do have a quorum, so we've established a quorum. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance, and I will get us started. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag,
of the
the
United
United
States
States of
of
America,
America and to the
and to the
republic
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 for
for
which
which
it
it
for which
stands,
it
stands,
stands,
one
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 nation,
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 under God,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
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 with
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 liberty and justice for
liberty
all.
and justice for all.
Oh, how I've missed doing that over Zoom.
Something
Wow.
about that on Zoom. It just
Something. Okay, so I don't know, Joel or Marilyn. Oh, hi, Mike. Thanks for joining.
Hi.
Did we have any visitors or public comment come in tonight?
You had one visitor register, but she's not actually on. It was a Kathy Lou. They registered as being a attendee, which means you don't see them. They just watch and observe. But I don't
Okay,
see her
great.
on the meeting at the moment.
Okay,
And you had nobody registered to talk.
great. Thanks so much, Joel. I
Yep.
appreciate that. So if I can get a motion to approve the agenda.
I
I
move
make a
to
motion.
approve the agenda.
Thank you, Tim. And a second.
I
Second.
second.
Thank you, Debbie. All in favor, please raise your hand. And motion passes. So let's go ahead and move forward to our new business. Our first item is to determine if we are going to select a superintendent search firm. So I did have Marilyn do a little research for us, and if someone would be willing to make a motion, the motion would be, or it would be to move to select a superintendent search firm, and then that'll allow us to move into nominations and voting if we choose to select.
I move to select superintendent search firm.
Thank you. And a second.
I'll second
I
that.
second.
Okay. So I think what we can do then is have a discussion if and we can talk about our options. And then if anyone would like to nominate a search firm, then we can vote on a particular search firm. So just so we're all on the same page, our options really are run our own search, so not have a search firm, or we had two consulting firms put in proposals, which one being OSBA and the other being, oh, I already don't remember the name. Was it Human Capital?
Yes.
Okay, Human Capital. So, any discussion before we have any nominations, or would anyone like to nominate?
Well, I would like to say that since Lacey's not here, that and please correct me if my memory is faulty, but I originally supported OSBA, but then Lacey made a very good point that human capital in their proposal talked about the perception was that they perhaps would do a little more complete of a job of the preliminary selection or the weeding through of the initial applicants, and that that would be of value to her because of how busy she is. And although I don't mind weeding through all of them, I do remember how many we had to go through when we selected the current superintendent, Johnson. And I remember how long that took. And if going with human capital can make my life a little easier and help Lacey out, I'm in for that. And I'm about to nominate that we go with human capital. So does somebody want to say something before I do that? Okay, you had your chance.
Well,
Uh,
hang on a minute.
I,
Hang on a
I,
minute before you do that, Tim. What all is involved if we run our own search? Is that going to be a lot of work for everybody?
Yes.
Well, the reason I say that is we have somebody in house that's trained, and I guess if we nominate Capital, then she joins the rest of the applicants to come in for the job.
Correct. Yeah. Anyone could apply, right? And they would become part of the process. I can personally say if we did it in-house, I could not take on running or chairing that particular endeavor.
Well, it sounds like it'd be an awful lot of work, but I'm just curious what would happen if we
I
didn't.
kind of think that, I mean, I feel like there are things that we can discuss with human capital about how we wanted the process to run for maybe what we see a need to be. So if we put them into place, then I think that we'll probably still have the ability to have some conversations with them regarding what we want to see happen for the process and that person, you know, being possibly involved as well. I don't know, but I would suspect that they wouldn't be, you know, saying that we couldn't have input.
yeah, I think they and OSBA both talked about how we could have such input. And I also think that if since we do have an in-house candidate, that spending a lot of time searching the state of Washington or across the United States is not necessary. I mean, I think we need to do a fair and honest job of this, and we need to post it nationally, and we need to post it in Washington and post it in Oregon, and we need to get as many applicants as we can, just in case our in-house applicant is not the best qualified. But I don't think anybody is going to forget about the in-house applicant that we have. And so I don't think doing a fair and honest search, no matter which firm we go with, is going to hurt their chances.
Yeah, I would say regardless, and this is my opinion, irregardless of if we have someone we think in-house, I think it's prudent to our community to make sure we do an appropriate search to determine if that is the best candidate or someone else. I don't think it would be doing justice to the process to try to do it ourselves. I'm not an expert in it. I don't think any of us are an expert in evaluating for proper candidates for superintendent.
Okay.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to burst your bubble.
No, just I just wanted to ask that to see what.
No, now's the time to ask that, Mike. It's good to get this discussed.
Our
And
in-house
so,
candidate is a really great candidate,
sorry,
but
Candace, I'm gonna.
I think Sarah has a comment. Sarah, go ahead.
our in-house candidate is a really great candidate, but we're not doing the district or our community due diligence by just appointing somebody. In my personal opinion, it is our job to make sure, and if she's that great, she's going to show up in our top 2, 3, 5. So I fully support doing at least a statewide search, and I have no doubt that she will show up in front of us. But I feel like it's our due diligence to the district to make sure that while she's great, that there's not somebody better.
Thank you, Sarah. Well said.
Well
Okay.
said, Sarah.
So, Tim, would you like to move forward with nominating human capital? I don't want to push you, but I think you were going
Sure.
there. So, okay.
I was going there, but some people had some things to say, and I don't want to trample on anybody.
Nope, you're doing great.
But we can still have discussion after I do this,
Absolutely.
especially if it doesn't get seconded. I formally move that we employ human capital as the superintendent search firm in this endeavor.
Great. Any seconds?
I second it.
Thanks, Debbie. Any discussion or any other nominations?
How do we decide which package we go with? Do we have to decide that right now, or is that something that we decide later?
I think it's probably fair to say if we select these guys, then we should probably talk about what package we want to go with so we can get it contracted. I think that's the goal, is to give Mike, approve this so Mike can move forward with contracting with whoever we decide on.
Okay.
Yeah, great question. Okay. Any if let's vote on this unless there's any more nominations, and then Sarah, to your point, we'll move into discussing what package we want. So I think Tim has the motion and Debbie seconded. All in favor? And I see all hands, I think. So motion passes. So let's discuss, what would we like to do? I already forgot the names of the two searches. I'm gonna
One
call
was
it
streamlined,
Comprehensive and streamlined.
yes, the streamlined or comprehensive was probably the name of the other one. Any discussion or ideas of what people would prefer?
I personally am in favor of streamlined.
Okay. There, go ahead.
No, I agree, especially when you think about, like, we need to also be diligent about the cost, because there is a big difference between both firms. And so we need to be very like-minded and make sure that we're doing spending wise money.
Yes, I agree. Is there anyone who isn't in favor of the streamlined that would want to talk about the comprehensive? Okay.
Then I formally move that we instruct Mike to employ human capital on the streamlined version or option.
Any seconds?
I second.
Debbie, all in favor? Any discussion before we vote? Okay, all in favor? And I think I see all the hands. Okay, motion passes. So with that, I think, Mr. Johnson, you are officially requested to go start the contracting process with human capital. And we would love to hear from them on if they can come to our December board meeting and we can talk about timeline and planning. But to get moving, I think we are ready to go.
Perfect. I will notify them first thing tomorrow and let them know they're on.
Great. Thank you all. I'm gonna say have a wonderful holiday. I hope you guys get to do some wonderful things. And with that, we are adjourned.
Bye, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye.
Bye.